Good morning, team. We are from iSmile Orientation Training Team. Here today we are presenting you the training session on the importance and awareness of HR auditing in iSmile Technologies. So iSmile is an IT service company which is based on US. The locations are in Canada and we have a branch in Hyderabad. So here in US, what are the HR auditing regulations which we are following? So this will be a training session on understanding that what is HR auditing, what is the benefits of HR auditing, what is the process that's happening in HR auditing. So over to Pragna.
Um, Good morning, team. So I'll be just briefing you a small thing about why are we conducting this auditing. As you all know, auditing is something that we practice in organization to have a better transparency about our work that we are performing. So this we are doing for our HR department vertical. So we'll be having an auditing for that. So it will be more about our compensation, our recruitment process, and all of that we will be auditing. So, in order to, what are the benefits of this will be further explained by Mariam.
So, hi team. So, like in our company, iSmile Technologies, we are really giving importance for HR audit because we need to make sure that the governance and compliances requirements are being met, and also the business and talent management objectives are being achieved. And we also make sure to assess the human resource management risk and take action for that properly. And finally, also we need to make sure that the organization's human capital adds value too. So if we are looking into more benefits of HR audit, it helps to maintain standardization in both organization in every work of individual, and it also helps to create a highly professional image for the HR department, and it clarifies the department roles and improves the unity in geographically scattered organizations. And there are a variety of laws and strategies in the organization, so it ensures the compliance with the laws and strategic plans of the company and focuses on the contribution of HR department towards our organization also. And there will be many critical issues in the HR department. So HR audits will help to identify that and ensures timely compliance with legal requirements. And when we look in overall, the HR audit is reducing the overall organization cost through more effective HR procedures also. So over to Pragna for detailed explanation.
Thank you, Mariam. So, in this orientation, I would like to tell you about like why are we doing this auditing and what is auditing all about. So as we all know that auditing is something that we practice in organization to identify the shortcomings and the laps and the gaps in our functional system. So we are doing HR auditing in order uh, to understand and to know that the process that we are following are in a structured way or not. So we'll be conducting this audit every once in a year, and we'll have the auditing in the selection process and compensation, and as well as the payroll management and other processes that are carried out for the best, and which will be helping us to have overall organization view that how are we performing in the HR department. And the tool that we'll be using here is that we'll be having a questionnaire that will be framed in order to analyze that every practices and policies are in place and there is no misappropriation regarding any documentation or the process and all of that for the matter. And this thing, the auditing is always important, and in order to review our current human resource policies, procedures, and documentation, as I mentioned before. So this will help us to identify and also improve where we are lagging behind. So this is why we're going to conduct auditing regarding HR department, and we make sure that we ensure a proper aligned, and any rules and regulations need to be changed. So we'll have a clear image about the functions, and we'll have a proper checklist that will be framed, and we'll be having a entire overall auditing about what are the practices that we do in our organization. And after once our auditing part is done, we through that finding and conclusion, we will help our company and support in order to fulfill our mission, vision, and make sure that our HR department is a part of success, and we make sure that we give our best. So over to Sanjana. Sorry, Amitha.
So thank you, Pragna. So basically at iSmile Technologies HR audit, we include evaluating job analysis, recruitment, selection, performance management, performance appraisal, performance feedback, competency mapping, training process, compensation, reward management, benefits management, employee relations, workplace safety, and we also evaluate the best practices, managerial performance, supervisory performance, leadership at various levels, HR business partner role, and HR strategic initiatives, which also include the legal HR issues. So I'll be speaking about the HR audit process happening in iSmile Technologies. So basically, first what we do is like we determine the scope and type of audit. So here we need the information of the audit team, and we must determine exactly what areas to target and should be reviewed. So in iSmile Technology, if we haven't prepared for the HR function, it's significant for our organization to make the legal changes and which have recently occurred. So the next step is developing the audit questionnaire. So here, whether conducting a competency audit or an audit for a specific practice, the audit team should invest sufficient time in developing a comprehensive document which says about the information on the subjects on the inquiry. So HR must develop a list of specific questions to ensure that the questionnaire is complete. So next is collecting the data through different HR tools. So that will be explained. So these HR tools can be through observation, questionnaire, or individual interviews, group interviews. So the next phase here includes the collecting data. Here, the actual process of reviewing specific areas to collect the data about the organization from the employees and to know about the HR practices in the organization. So audit team members will use the audit questionnaires as a roadmap to review the specific areas identified within the scope of the HR audit. So next is benchmark the findings. So after collecting the data, we will analyze the data and we fully assess the audit findings. So the team must cooperate with the HR benchmark. The comparison will offer insight into how the HR audit results compare against and similarly sized. So they will be submitting a report based on that. So here first we will be, after collecting the data, we analyze, and the next step will be like providing feedback about the results. So at the conclusion level of auditing process, the audit team must summarize the data provided by the feedback of the organization with iSmile Technologies. So here the HR professionals and senior management team in the form of findings and recommendations will be given. So typically these findings and recommendation will be given as a report. So it can be ranged from a high, medium and low. So next is like creating action plans. So after giving the feedbacks, so it's actually critical that at organization like iSmile to do something with the information identified as a result of an audit. So this organization, what we do actually is like we create action plans according to the feedbacks given and implement the changes suggested by the audit. So with the findings separated by audit, and we give more importance to the feedback and results got from the HR audit. So next is fostering a climate of continuous improvement. So here what we do actually is a conclusion where HR leaders will be engaging with the employees and will be having a constant observation, and continuous improvement will be there in the iSmile technologies, and there will be some changes in the policies of the company and procedures, practices. So as a whole, that's all from my side. Over to Sanjana.
So, hi team. Uh, as all my teammates have put it very eloquently, the whole concept of what an HR audit is, how it benefits us, and the entire process about how it is conducted, I would just like to go ahead and simplify and summarize it a bit. So when we think about HR audit, it is basically just like an inspection that is conducted for various HR functions, procedures, and policies, just to check and see where we are when it comes to our standards and our expectations. All right. And as we know that learning is a continuous process, this HR audit is a step towards that. And this is conducted essentially for us to uh, use the room of opportunity that we have to enhance our procedures, policies for the betterment of the employer as well as the employees. So through these questionnaires, what we are asking our employees are to help us help you better. And I'll also be talking about the three initial audits that are supposed to be conducted during the course of next few weeks. The first one would be, it is the most important one, especially in the current circumstances. First would be the safety audit. And this audit will mainly talk about the safety rules, policies that are existing in the organization. It will also see to how an employee's health can be benefited through our various new upcoming policies that are yet to be implemented. And with this audit, what the company is trying to make sure is that there is very limited health risk to our employees in the workplace, as well as we want to ensure that our employees' health come first. Second audit would be that of salary and working hours. And this audit will look into uncovering the mistakes in which the salary structure is formulated to see if there's any lag. And we will also review the salary structure in correlation to the legal policies that have come up this year. The last one that would be coming up initially would be legal compliance audit. And this audit is all about how our company policies is in compliance to the rules and regulations of the government. So these three are the major ones that are coming in the next few weeks, and our teammates will help and assist any of the employees who have any further queries regarding HR audit. Thank you.